Welcome. Let's create and store something in the database. First of all, type localhost, then go to phpman main, and then inside here we have already created website database. So now let's create a table on inside this website folder. So we just need to click on the website. We need to click on the website database so that we can create a table inside it. So once we create, and here we need to type the name of the data of the table, which is register, and that's all. So we just go ahead on to click on the go button. As you can see, just click on the go button. So by default we'll be giving that number of row four rows. Now we'll be giving it the first row or column should be name and the type. Let's make it variable character, and the length, let's make it 100. So for this one, the next one, let's make it name, phone, and this should be int, that is number. So let's just make it 20. So the next should be email. The email, let's make it variable character, and this one should be 100 as well. So for this password, we need to also make it variable character, and here let's make it 100. So now we are done creating this table. It will have two columns: name, phone, email, and password. So the next we have to just to head on to click on that button, save. So with this we have created a table. So I've created the table register. As you can see, it will just appear under the website database. So look at the table here, name. So we now need to go to our code editor, Sublime, and then do some coding. They design a form first. We have to design a form, and then write PHP that can be used in storing. So now let's save the form. Let's save this first. I will name it register.php. So I'll save it, and it will appear inside a folder that I've already created inside htdoc, which is Neka. So look at that register. So now I'll start writing just my basic HTML5 for form. So I will name it registration, and then inside the body now start writing codes for the form. Now the form will have 4 fields, one for the name. So I'll these just the basics. Let's not bother about putting the label. So I put break, and at the break, the reason why I put in the break, so that the field for the input will go to the next line. So this, I will make the input type to be text, and then the name, let's name. So this is what we use to capture the data that will be entered here when we want to store them inside the database. So I have to put double break here to make sure that the next field and the next label will go to the next line. Okay, so all I need to do now, I just need to copy this. I just need to copy this, and then paste, and then edit. So I have to edit this to phone, and then phone will always take number type number, and then I will go into the name and change it to phone. So with this, so now I'm done typing everything to save our time. So we have the one for the field for the name, for the field for the field for the phone, then the field for the email, and then the field for the password, and the other one is for submit button. which when clicked on, and then I added required to make sure that everything works fine. So let me just open this on browser, localhost, then make the folder, then the file name, which is register.php. So once I enter, then I will see, now this is what we designed, the name, phone, email, and the password, then the button that when clicked on. So now let's head on to our code now to write the PHP that we use to capture the data that we entered inside this form, and store them inside the database. So this is how to start PHP, and let me go inside that form and give it a method. The method should be post. It is very important, method post. All right, so now here, if he said that is when that button inside the form is clicked. Now let's write code that will be used to do that. Okay, so if he said no if he said, then I'll use the method of the form, which is the post, to get a click effect on that button. So I'll put the variable, the name of the button, which is register. So I just put it right inside here. Okay, so I will now put a curly bracket, but I still need to connect to the database. I think we have written that in a former video. So name, this is used to capture the whatever the person using this form will enter inside the name. So a post, do we have name, then semicolon, not this, semicolon. So I have to copy this and then paste and then edit accordingly. After this, the next one, the name for the next one is phone, and I will come here and change the variable name, so phone. So I have to go paste again for email. Then this will change to email, and I will change the variable name to email. So now the next thing now will be for the password. I have to paste and then edit accordingly. So this will change to password, and this also will change to password, because this is the name of the field in our form. So password. Okay, so now at this point we have captured them. So now the next thing, now I just need to connect this. We tested this in our last video and it works well. So connect MySQL, I connect localhost root. Now that website is the name of our website. Let's go to the database, phpMyAdmin, so we can see the name of the website. So that's what we are connected to. So now let's head on and then store this data we've gathered from the form inside the database. So we have to write SQL. You can name this variable anything. It can even be your name. So inside code, then I'll put insert space into, then the name of the table, which is register. Remember, register. Let's go and check register. Let's go and check that this register, once you go to the database website, you will see the register there. So this is the table where we're going to be storing this data that we've gathered from the form, and then store. So now we need to put in bracket the column names. Then the first name is the name, the first column is the name, second is the phone, third is the email, and the fourth is the password, email, this is for the email, and this is for the password. Well, small letter, yes. Okay, so these, all of these correspond. Let's go to the PHP admin to this. All this we have here. So these are the column names. So now let's go for the values. The values that we put there. So the values, we've gathered them from the form, but we still need to put them inside this SQL so that they can be stored when we execute our SQL. So value, type it in capital letter, values in brackets. So you start typing the just come here, grab the name, that is the variable that is holding the name data, so you put it inside there, put comma, then another quotation, then you come here, grab the variable holding for the phone, come here and put it in there, so comma, so you for the email, you come here, grab the variable holding data for the email, so you put it in here. Then lastly is for the password, so quotation, so you come here, grab the variable that is holding the data for the password and put it in here. So now the next thing now is for us to execute our SQL, and this is one of the ways to do it. So equals to, then you write MySQL query, then it will have a bracket, is a function that will execute this SQL. So we need to now put a variable, our connection variable, so you put it inside a comma, and then we also need to put our SQL variable, so you put it in here, and then we end this line with semicolon. At this point we have executed our SQL. So we need to test if the data we stored inside the database actually is stored. So we use this if statement, then if in bracket, if execute, that is if this execute, if the SQL we wrote in line 14 actually executed in line 15. So if it execute, print on the body of the browser, registration successful, and else if it is not, if that did not work or does not work, so we echo on the body error. We echo error, comma, try again, error, try again. So this try again, so let me make that T capital letter. So try again. So now all of this, so this is the PHP that will get the data from the form and then store them inside the database. So checking that everything is okay. So now let's go to the browser, then refresh the form. Before we put our name Timothy Team Soft. So our phone number 07067139654. So email, let me enter my email, teamsoft643@gmail.com. Okay, at Gmail. Where is my G? God. Oh, gmail.com. So, and then I put password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So as I click on this, registration successful. Now let's go to our database and check. Click on that register, then you now see the data will just appear under the tables. As you can see, Timothy Teamsoft, then the password 1 2 wow. So now let's start again. Let's put OKK Madu. So let's just type anything as the phone number, since it take number. Let's just type anything. So for the email, let's say kk@gmail.com. at gmail.com. So let's type the password 121212. Okay, 121212. Yeah, so once I click on this, so go back, registration. So let's go to database. Now see that everything just appear here. So now this is the basic way, this is the way to store data, gather it from the form and store them in your database. I hope you enjoyed the video.